always great to have David Schoen with us. One of my favorite guests. He's a criminal defense attorney, a civil rights attorney. He's represented President Donald Trump in his second impeachment hearing. He's represented Steve Bannon. He's fighting against Hamas terrorism, and a whole bunch of things that he's involved with. So, David, welcome back. Good to have you back on the show.
Thanks. Always great to be here with you, Zev.
I was just curious, Steve Bannon, you had represented him, and he was somebody who I thought was pro-Israel.
What do you think about foreign aid to Israel? Is it a strategic partnership?
Israel is a partner of the United States, but people in Israel got to understand something. The number one enemy to the people in Israel are American Jews that do not support Israel and do not support MAGA. Okay, MAGA and the evangelical Christians and the traditional Catholics in this country have Israel's back.
And lately, he's been making these anti-Israel statements.
The world's best ally. I don't want Tom Cotton and Lindsey Graham. You're going to tell me that again? You're the world's best. Here's what an ally does. They're a protectorate. They're not an ally. They never fought shoulder to shoulder with us anywhere. Okay? They get us into messes like in Iran where they tried to have regime change and lied about it. An ally, if you're an ally, like church, you come and run it by the man before you do it. That's what an ally does. You come and run it by the man. The man on 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue.
What happened to him? Do you have any idea?
I don't know. I mean, I think part of it is that there is this element out there, Tucker Carlson crowd, Candace Owens and so on, who support Steve Bannon generally, certainly Candace Owens, and he has them on the show. And so there's this, they would like to say isolationist or non-confrontational group who now pits Israel as the bad guy because Israel's defending itself preemptively with Iran and specifically with Hamas and all of that. And unfortunately, there's a lot of anti-Semites in that crowd, without any question. You can see it in the responses to some of the posts that they make and all of that. Many of the people responding to this are just saying outrageous things, absolutely anti-Semitic. And Tucker Carlson's gone off the deep end with it. I'd like to think that Steve Bannon is not an anti-Semite. I've been in touch with him recently even about the situation in Israel. He said, Netanyahu has to finish the job. And I said, he's trying to finish the job. But in terms of the, nuclear facilities in Iran, he needed help. And they also need help intercepting the missiles and all that. They weren't trying to get anybody else involved in a war. But, the United States is a strong ally of Israel. And Iran poses an existential threat to any country in the world if they were to get nukes, including the United States.
So what did he say when you told him that? Did he?
He didn't really respond directly to that one. But, unfortunately, I mean, a lot of these folks, they're media personalities. They do what sells in their crowd. They want to garner additional support. And I believe that's a very misguided section of a political party right now. And I'm very, very proud and pleased that President Trump has stood up to them. And he called Tucker Carlson out for what he was and what he said at the time he said it. And he made the right decision.
No, absolutely. But I'm just surprised that Steve Bannon, because remember when you represented him, I think he was more pro-Israel than he is today.
He was known to be, I mean, look, even back then, I got many emails. How can I represent a Nazi? And, so on and so forth. I never saw any of that side of him. Anything that I saw was he was pro-Israel. He was, guest of honor at the Zionist Organization of America's dinner one year.
And that's why I'm proud to stand with the state of Israel. That's why I'm proud to be a Christian Zionist. That's why I'm proud to be a partner to one of the greatest nations on earth and the foundation of the Judeo-Christian West. I'm proud to be here tonight. I'm honored. I want to thank you, and I'm proud to be a Christian Zionist. Thank you.
And I felt he was pro-America, pro-Israel, and those two should and usually go hand in hand. But I don't know. I can't really explain it now.
Yeah, it's so many anti-Semites out there. I think it's chic to become anti-Semitic, I guess, today in certain circles. Yeah. And even Marjorie Taylor Greene, I believe, also has made some remarks, and others have come out.
She's been, look, this guy Tom Massey in Congress, he claims he's not anti-Semitic, but he votes against anything to do with Israel in virtually every single vote. That ought to raise some red flags. He's a big problem.
Yeah, we have that. Thank you for watching. If you like this content, you like our programs, please like and subscribe, as it helps the channel get these important conversations out there to a larger audience. So please become a supporter of Talkline with Zev Brenner by liking us, by supporting us, and telling all your friends to watch. Thank you.